Oh, good morning, my friends. Good morning, good morning. It's February the 5th. February 5th. What magical day is this? Yes, the February 5th. This is the day that our beloved mentor ICT takes to the trading airwaves and begins his journey to the promised land. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he has promised us that he will do some serious damage in the old Robin's Cup this year. So I'm excited. I'm sure you're all excited too. Today's his first day. Now, as promised, he may not come out of the gate guns a blaring. You may just hear the spurs chink, chink, chink down the street, and you're wondering who that. How's this for painting a picture for you? Who is this masked man? You just hear the spurs off in the distance, wondering to yourself, what is going on here? Who's this dude in town? Yes, indeed, my friends. ICT is on the way. All right, let me just double check to make sure we're live here. And oh my goodness, we don't even see Kirk this morning. Usually Kirk's in here before I'm in here. All right, let me see what we got going on here. AB, you beat Kirk in this morning. I beat Kirk. Yes, you did. You beat him this morning. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. We are going to be looking for... sorry, I'm just trying to get everything kind of lined up here. Yeah, see, I'm looking at Tesla right now. Tesla's looking at coming down to at least 1649 right now. It's my next downside on that. And let me get back over here. No, I'm looking at Y Tesla. Y Tesla. It's an ETF. They pay some good dividends on that Tesla stock. It's just one stock, and they pay some dividends, do cover calls and stuff on it. Kirk, what the heck happened, my friend? I opened the door, and who should my eyes be bestowed upon but Mr. AB this morning? Abs beat you to the gate this morning. Anyway, I hope you guys had an awesome weekend this weekend. Relaxing, kind of simmering excitement. The simmering excitement that ICT is in town today. ICT is in town. All right. Let me just get my charts. You figure I would have this stuff all set up already in my charts. Let's look at... I'm just going to get index futures. This is the guy I want. Daily. And I'm going to go over to the 1 hour. I'm just trying to get this set up on another screen here, that's all. Making sure I see what's going on. All right. We got that lined up. We got that. We got Kirk and Abs in the house today. And as promised, I said I would bring in the World Trading Cup every morning, and here we go. Here's the World Trading Cup right now. And let's look at the leaderboard, and drum roll please. Bing. All right. We have a Michael. Not the one we're looking for, but Kelly Michael Wallace, 92%. Trades by Matt. Good for you, Matt. Hang in there, buddy. And he's at 80%. What? My heart sinks. The infamous Darren Hill from England has dropped below the number 5 spot. Come on, DH. Get it together. Let's go. I want to see DH up in here. Let's go. Focus. But the replacement, I'll take DH, or I'll take Mr. Assure here, David, or Daved. He's Canadian. You got to back the Canadians, right? Got to send some love out there. Pick your favorite people. I got Darren Hill from England and Dave. Assure David. Daved, I guess is his name. Anyway, that's our leaderboard. And as I mentioned earlier, I can hear Spurs walking down the street. But out in the distance, I can't quite make out who it is. Who is that masked person with his hat over his eyes, pacing ching, ching, ching down the street, wondering, who's that coming into the center of the street? That guy wants to start a gunfight. All right, that's it. That's our leaderboard for this morning. My buddy Derek will be here today. I think he's feeling a little better, which is good to hear. He'll be back. Now, let's get into... let's get into predicting a little bit. So, I was sitting here having a chat with Derek over the weekend, kind of going back and forth over where we think the markets might be going in terms of NASDAQ, the daily chart. So I have several expansions. One was this price leg here, which takes us all the way up to this area of 20,000 for NASDAQ. We also have this expansion here. So we have a fib expansion tool with the leg that takes out the low. And we're looking for, there's 4 standard deviations here. And then eight standard, if you doubled that, would be up around that area that we're at right now. But 4 standard deviations puts us right where we are right now. So if we just roll over and come back into this range, I'm looking for this old high to get hit, which we were just short of last time. So a fill of this fair value gap would be nice. And then a continuation again to the upside. This is equal highs. They're not leaving that untouched. So I think we still have upside to go on there. And price leg. I was looking at this price leg here. And if we have that continuation on that price leg to the upside, it actually hits 4 standard deviations to here. So that's where the little delicious and nutritious return, which isn't too far away from that weekly expansion. So anyway, that's the kind of idea I'm looking at for NASDAQ overall. So multiple different ways you can kind of look at it. We have some confluences that support an upside here for price leg. So yeah, that's what I got there. And remember, you can't pick tops, but if I were to pick it up, you know how I like to pull these price legs. If we do have continued expansion, look for this area up here And then from there, the wild card is, will we expand up into the weekly price leg around 20,000? All right. Let's go to the daily on each one of these and start backwards. On the daily, that wick, %50 of that wick. See how we're not closing above 50% of the wick. So I'd like to see this come back down into here, or at least if this stays open, that little area that we're creating in here is a little fair value gap. That would be the return to the top of the fair value gap, 4-hour fair value gap here, and then that would be the inversion, and then continue to the upside. If we do get a big dip down, again back to the daily price imbalance. I'll get my carrot out of the way there. The daily price imbalance, this inversion 4-hour fair value gap, I don't want to see that get taken again on the downside. So yeah, that's where I'm looking at on the daily there. We've come back inside this little imbalance one more time. Now I'd like to see a dip down into the top of this order block here. I'm going to put these little lines in here where I think things could come back to. Damn it. Okay. Let's just put the clone that sucker so I don't have to keep playing that game again. Back into that area there. This looks like it's done its down already. And the other thing I got left is this guy here. Doesn't look right at all. Anyway, let's go over here. I'm always getting off to the slow start here in the morning, trying to get my brain all out of the fog. Okay, so we've taken these highs here now. We've broken through this daily fair value gap on the dollar index. It's the daily chart. Now we're getting a body trading above here, which is kind of good. We have potentially further upside, pushing up into this fair value gap here on the daily. Hourly. All these things don't mean anything when you got this big sucker sitting right here. This one, remove this one, clean this up a little bit here. So we have, yeah, upside here. Now we've broken this high. You want to see that end up. I don't want to see a wick here. I want to see the body end up there. Fair value gap, return. Way you go. Definitely downside on GBP daily. Let's see where that's sitting. So we're into the rejection block. See these two equal lows get taken out. Revisit here, old highs, and then eventually this fair value gap on the downside. But the crazy thing about the British pound is it can do these reversals on you. So Friday's high, we'd obviously had this marked out before. I take them out of context. If I can't remember the context, then I'm not even going to share it with you again because I have no idea what context we were using it. Okay, so we're looking for a fill on this fair value gap now on the daily. So if the American dollar continues to rally, then we're looking for a close of this fair value gap on the daily here. If we get a return in here today to the bottom of this fair value gap here, sorry, this order block here, top of that down close candle, if we get back into here, which is also the midpoint of that breaker, when it becomes the breaker, last down close candle before it ran, didn't really run above that high, did it? But it did run above here. So if we get a drop below that level, come back to it, that mean threshold will give us the top of this, the bottom of these candles here. On a fill or rebalance. We're trading below this inversion here. See the body's starting to run below it, so we'll see if we close below that one today. Euro, CAD. If the American dollar continues to rally higher, look for this to be the next price leg up. If the American dollar rallies the way it is, then you're going to see a return way back up in here. See that? I do love these little price legs. I'm not anywhere near 100% on them, but back into that consolidation and that fair value gap here. New Zealand, digging back into the breaker, just bouncing off of it now. Already returned to that order block. So further continuation on the downside. We still have this fair value gap down here. That's busy. Same with Australian dollar. Very clean on Friday. I traded back up into the fair value gap daily. Hit the edge of it perfectly, and then we have a withdrawal away, aiming for this one here, premium discount. That would be the discount array I'd be aiming for Aussie dollar, if that's your inclination to trade that. Japanese yen, we should see more upside. There's a little fair value gap sitting right here. Equal highs. Oil. Geez, we may still get my oil. Been looking for this for months now, which is these equal lows down here. So we're back into this order block here. I'd like to see it continue on the downside. Probably take out this phantom trend line here. A lot of retailers are going to think this is a trend line that we just bounced off of it here, that we're going to start rocketing back up into this trough that we're in, which we may one more time. But if we do blow through it, then I want to see this low get taken and this those equal lows get taken out of the downside. Right now we're still looking at I suppose we're inside the mean threshold of that candle. There's an imbalance here. Inversion here. Well, not really inversion, it's just a filled fair value gap. Always good morning. Yes, had a great weekend, thank you. I have a question, D. How do you know when to use the settlement button? How should it be used? How do you use it? The settlement button? Sorry, maybe my brain's not in the right spot. What do you mean by settlement button? Like, how do I close the trades out? No, not quite sure your question there, bud. The settlement button. So if we have more pressure on, so we ended up getting that, I remember calling for this guy in here last week for the down, so that's finished now. So now I'm looking down here at this imbalance right here, and then these equal lows. I'm back into that daily inversion fair value gap again. You want to see this start turning into a, we'll see if this actually holds price here. I'll be on the top of that. There we go. So we close through that, come back, find some support at it. We're aiming for this little imbalance down here in gold. Still aiming for that silver right here. Equal lows on copper and obviously palladium. All these metals, big metals, are not holding a lot of price right now. They're all on the way down. There's the ETFs, if you're into ETFs. I don't know if I have any Canadian followers here, but ETFs in Canada are paying some awesome dividends right now. Awesome dividends. All of these are over 10%. Hilt. Yeah, this is one we're expecting further downside on. Okay, let's get back over here. So if we got upside for 3 more minutes. The one on the bottom right, The one on the bottom right. The settlement button. Bottom right. I'm at all the bottom here. What's this? Help center, maximize, show panel. Sorry, abs. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'll go cats. Good morning. Oh, do you mean the bad objective button? I call it the bad objective. I think what am I thinking about here? Oh, here's the. So we had a pop down, run back up. So this could be the false run on the highs to come back down again. Can you look at oil? Yeah, I think we looked at oil already. Equal highs up here on the hourly. That'll get you out of this consolidation. We've had a breakdown, run back up. We have a consolidation here with a run down. Don't know, it's too I'm still looking for my overall objective down here, but we may still see this rebound back up higher before going lower. You have to see how the day kind of settles out there. I'll go. Personally, I check it when I'm doing my top down and at the open close of the sessions. When should it be used, especially on the daily? Need to be on a higher time frame. Check at market open. Your voice is low. I cannot listen properly. Even my laptop volume is full. My voice is low. How's this? Is this a little closer, a little better, a little cleaner for you? All right, how's that? Furba, can you hear me better now? Are you back from Thailand doing your, didn't you go over there and do some geological thing? You were gone for a couple of weeks. Yeah, that bad objective thing here. I never use it. At least I don't think I do. If I do, it's purely accidental, not for some sort of strategic reason. Bad adjective. Derek and I were talking about this one time. And I'm like, what's this bad adjective thing here, and that's kind of stuck. What is it doing? Yeah, no idea. Sorry, can't help you out there, Abs. It's good for seeing voids. Okay. So right now we are building up on your oil on the way up. Look for this order block to hold price, because now we're starting to break out of this little consolidation. We did a little run down, broke up, come back down to the top of the consolidation. Now you want to see these order blocks continue to provide support for an upward run. You got these upward fair value gaps above you on the daily. So we'll see if those hold price. If you drop below it and you get back into 50% of that leg and it starts to run below it, then look for further downside. How's that? Can you guys hear my voice? Can you hear me a little better now? It does on the big difference on the daily charts. Well, let's put the bad adjective on the daily chart. Oh, doesn't appear on there. I don't know. I'm still pretty new to this whole trading view thing. I don't understand all these little nuances about it yet. Order block here. $15-minute time frame. We do have this little piece down here yet to be filled. We're working the whole upper here to here. You're looking for that. You're in the premium range of this run, this leg here. And we're just kind of working that premium 75% range, 50 to 75%. I don't think we've even come back to 50% of that yet. Yeah, we're nowhere near that yet. Okay. So we got this order block here, obviously equal highs. We're going to take out those equal highs, take out the New York lunch, PM lunch session on Friday. That would be nice to see that run out for 10 o'clock and then a reversal getting back down into here. So that's kind of like what I'm looking for. And then I'm looking for a silver bullet after that. So look for a run on here. And then look for the silver bullet that confirms a downside run. Not marrying the idea, just kind of an idea of what I'm kind of just bouncing that idea inside my head right now. If this does not hold, run that, come back into the range. Maybe it might be worth getting a okay. Let's see what goes on there. Consolidation, break above, come back to it, run away. Looking to take these highs. That would fill in that fair value gap here. The rejection block. Yeah, sorry I couldn't help you out there, Abs. I don't know much about that BA DJ. Voice is actually very good, but no coughing or my eardrums will explode. Got it. AB, love it. We're going to call it that. From now on, sounds like an 80s punk rock band. Bad objective, yeah. NQ for the win, 94,500. Good morning there, Lambo. A little disappointed this morning to hear that people are still pissing Michael off, even in his private mentorship. His private Telegram account. You've got people that you're lucky to even get in that thing if you're on his list of students, and there's still some bozo in there saying things to annoy him. Like, seriously, you wouldn't have thought that the trouble alone just to get into his private channel would have been cause to say, shut up, say nothing, and listen to what he has to share with you. But some bozo's in there still pissing him off with comments, and now he's just turning it all off. So he's like, it's going to be one-way communication now. Oh, great. So at some points you could actually talk to him. You know, you'd do a trade or talk about something. You could ask him questions, and you know, sometimes he'd be answer people's questions. But somebody has obviously pissed him off, and now he's shutting it down for a one-way communication. So it might as well be YouTube. It boggles my mind. We're not having that in our Telegram. If you're rude, you're gone. There's no reason to pick on people. There's no reason to be snipey. I understand people can be quite upset. Take your finger off the keys. Go and rage on a punching bag. Go to the bathroom and yell. Then come back and be polite. It's simple. Just because you have a feeling doesn't mean to say you have to express it. Not everybody wants to hear your opinion or your expressing of an emotion. Anyway, I'm looking for it to get in here for a discount range to start running up there. Now, here's another scenario. These equal highs we've had sitting up here. We've got relative equal lows. We also have this fair value gap down here. And whether you have a really big discount down here. I don't want to see that get down into here yet. I want to see those highs get taken and then come back and drift into that. But we're consolidating, so keep my eye here. Let's see if that holds. We got 15 more minutes. This is a 4-2 candle, so there's a... I am again returning to position sizing trade calls, scalping. is hard, but now I am getting confused about setups. It feeds like there are no setups formed on the chart. If you have any idea about ICT position sizing trading, can you show me some trades of the previous week to tell me this week's bias? Bunch of children, 1000% agree. Yeah, everything he has given us, and there's still unappreciated people in there. I know, it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But what can you do? What can you do? Position sizing trading. No, I don't know why or how he manages his position sizes. I think that's a standard thing for him. He's just used to it. Like I'll pop on one, unless I see a killer trade, then I'll go as high as 5. But position sizing, can't help you out there, Ferb. I no idea. I'm just thinking if Michael's trading at 5 handles at a time, he's got a $10,000 account. He'll be up over 100% with 5 handles pretty quick, especially if he catches a couple of longs like that, or 5 contracts. So that's right back into that discount array. So that will be, I'd like to see that just dip down one more time from here. Then we're looking for array to array. So there is no regular trading hours gap here today. Wonder how many charters you got in here. I doubt I have many charters in here. But hey, everyone's welcome. It'd be great if we got more charters in here and had just a community of people that are like-minded, that want to help people instead of, I will not tolerate that kind of pettiness. It's just like, look, just go somewhere else, man. There's thousands of people out there that are trading live that are quite happy to have all the drama in their feed. And I've got 154 delicious people in here, and if that's where I stay, I'm quite content with that. I'm very appreciative of the people that I've got in here. I have over 1,000 hours. We've hit 1,000 hours of view time. 1,000 hours. To me, that's huge. That's like half a year worth of view time already. If you're looking at a full-time job, that's half a full-time job. Like, amazing. So we're on board. People are engaging in this. That's what I want, and I'm not ruining that. And I'm not going to have the people that came in here for that reason be marred down in all these drama. Take the drama somewhere else. We're here to help each other. We're here to move each other forward. And if there is drama like that, let me know. If I don't catch it, let me know. I'm not even going to play around in it. So, and if any of my little comments about, politics. I very rarely talk about politics. I just find it kind of fascinating the way people think. And I won't regard religion. I don't talk about race or creed. I love everybody, man. I love you all. I've seen the inside of every different kind of person you can imagine, and they're all the same. We all bleed the same. We all got a heart. We all have feelings. We're all just trying to spin around and stick to a planet, spinning around, hurtling through space at unbelievable speeds. And we're all trying to hold on as long as we can. So this is just all going. Up and down, so we're here and here. Keep your eyes here still. Consolidation, original consolidation, 50%. See that? About 50% of that range right there. You take this fib tool here, and I pull from here to here. 50% is right there. So here we go. We're into here now. Order block. It sounds like I'm whispering. Sorry about that. You probably got your laptop cranked. Yeah, sometimes I remember when Michael was doing some of his videos, you'd be like, I got speakers built into my computer as well, so I'd have them cranked and you could barely make out his voice. So I apologize for that. Sometimes I clear my throat and it just sounds like I'm drumming it, or tearing your eardrum out. So I have to be cognizant of my sudden need to clear my throat. I'm drinking coffee, and invariably it always drives me to want to clear my throat. Here's the rejection block. So I'm looking for us to clear this out here now for the 10 o'clock rush, and then we're looking for a reversal. Unless we're on a big run down all the way down into that discount range of this big thing here. So no fixed narrative yet, no 100% commitment to some direction. I'm just kind of, and it's Monday. We want to see how the market's kind of lining up on a Monday, how we're expecting an overall objective for the week. We're still looking for an upside bias. I'm still bullish overall. So it would be a nice little opportunity to get down into here and then start driving higher. But is this going to be the low of the week and then start steady climbing all the way for the rest of the week? With a seasonal tendency for February to be a dipper. That's why when we're in these 1 minute charts, you're trading a 1 minute chart with a 5, 15, maybe even an hour long objective. And we're not aiming for the big weekly objectives on a 1 minute chart unless you're looking for precision entry for a swing trade. Then good for you. If you make that, let me know. I'd love to hear about it. There's something about Michael's voice, when you've heard it thousands of hours, it becomes soothing. It becomes very, you should, instead of putting the ghost in the machine, you put that voice inside your head. That would be the title of his YouTube channel, The Voice Inside Your Head. If you've heard me for 1,000 hours, my mind. My voice will be inside your head constantly. When you read the charts, you're reading it in my voice. Yeah, sometimes when I look at the charts, I can almost hear Michael's voice inside my head. Because if you listen to him for thousands of hours, it gets in there. It gets in there. What do you think about the CE of last week's wick? It's also coupled with the MT of the daily objective, the mean threshold of the daily objective. What do you think of the CT of the last week's wick? Let's look at this one here. The consequent encroachment. Oh yeah, we did that one already. Last week's wick, consequent encroachment. This is all this is a fair value gap as far as I'm concerned. So is this. Yeah, this is all an imbalance, really. This is a reprice, rebalance. So I'd have to take the here to here. If we come back and find some support off the midpoint of this large up candle's wick, what does that put us at? 17,648. 17,648. That puts us right to the back of this, top of the 4-hour fair value gap inversion. So that's where I'm kind of looking for the weekly kind of candle. We've so far returned back to this order block, and we're just there's nowhere. It's not going anywhere on the hourly right now. So I'm looking for to take these lows out here. We'll see what the 10 o'clock candle gives us, whether we go higher to go lower or lower to go higher. I'd like to see it dip down into that 50% of that weekly wick from 2 weeks ago. We'll see what happens here. Sell sign. Yeah, for the short term, I see sell side. You see, we still haven't had a run on liquidity, so there's no real leg that, yeah, they've got this consolidation with a leg that ran up, but it really didn't take any significant highs for me with a body, so that leaves me more suspicious for a downside run. So we've got this break in structure to the downside. We come back up into the order block, and we have another downside break, return back into order block here, downside break below here and here, return back to order block. Now, do we continue down on the downside? So this, right, for me right now, this inversion, if this becomes inversion, is the area that I am looking for a level of support. So you want to see it get below this, come back into it, start reaching lower. And there, 17,648 is that weekly 50% of the wick from several weeks ago. We'll see how this responds off here. We still have the mean threshold. It can wake up into that. There's a little inversion here. Premium discount. This is in the discount side. That's in the premium side. So keep those kind of things in mind. One more minute. We have a news release at 10. Here we go. Let's wait and see what this next, yes, I like this. I like it. Let's see what the next 10 minutes shows. So a lot of people might be looking at this saying, oh, this looks like a nice silver bullet here. It's the first minute, and if that candle stays open, there's a silver bullet there. Okay. You silver bullet fans who are looking for early entries for a short, that's it right there. We are equal lows. So those of you who are going short from there, congratulations. What's your objective? Do you guys have a short here? Some people going for the silver bullet entry right there. The very first one, taking out lows. If you're looking for a quick few handles here, that entry right there, which is at 90, 76, there's 14 handles right there. Just on that portion there, move to break even. There's 30 handles for you. Good morning, Mr. Lauriston. I always like to see your smiling L on my screen in the morning, knowing that you made it another safe weekend. I was worried about my firefighter buddies, make sure they get through the weekend. So I'm glad you're here. Good morning. I didn't short it, no. I was calling it, but I didn't, like we called the silver bullet here, but I didn't take it short, no. Lauriston, awesome. Shorted at 9.39. Derek, woohoo! Derek's back. Lauriston, you feeling a little better as well? Derek, you feeling better? Derek's all fired up, ready for some trading. Those of you who are into that, that was a 60 handle drop from 90. Oh, not 60, 50 handle drop right there. If you enjoy a 50 handle drop, and that's the weekly wick I was telling you about. So we're just like, what is that, like literally one handle short of where I was looking. That's all right. We're starting off firing on all cylinders this morning. So now I want to see my silver bullet happening here. What I want for a silver bullet is I want the next 6 minutes to give me something, and then it's going to take out this. That's the swing point for me. I'd like to see that hold now and start to run up these highs. Start taking this stuff out. If it doesn't, if it comes back and just continues to, from the discount to the premium here, I roll over and come back down again, then I change my idea. So we've run the lows out. You can see that all the lows run at 10 o'clock. So now I want to see something that supports an upward run, if we're going bullish still. Otherwise, this is still showing me bearish. So if we lose this here, then we're going to start digging down into that range that bigger range we talked about over here. Order block. So do we just return to this old high here, which is that range we're looking at for the 50% of the wick? Or do we come back into the breaker that took out these highs? Big fat breaker right there. If we blow through that line, I don't want to see a body close below that line. I want to see, you can wick all the way down into here if you want. Inside our little, let me unlock this first and then we'll move it over for our 4-hour fair value gap. Let's see where we go from here. Derek, 75%. Just got a slight cough. Yeah, you know what? That cough's like 100-day. They call it the 100-day cough. It lasts months. It can last for months. And it's annoying because it's like a dry, persistent cough. You can't get anything. Just keeps firing off all the time. Well, I hope you guys are feeling 100% soon. %75 recovery, hey? You still got a pretty bad cough too, Derek? Is it sitting in your chest still? A lot of us here at Christmas time, everybody else, I managed to dodge the bullet. I swear it's because I do that infrared therapy. I have an infrared light. I bake under it every night when I go to bed. 10 minutes on each side. Whether or not there's any science behind it, I don't know. Whether it's psychological. One thing I've learned is the power of your mind over your body. You'll never convince me that the power of your mind does not affect how your body reacts, its immune system stuff. With all the hypnosis I've done with people and live in an ambulance with people when they're injured, traumatized, believe me, the power of your mind is an incredible thing. Absolutely incredible thing. And harnessed to your will, nothing you can't do. Absolutely nothing you can't do. Nobody will ever convince me that that isn't a truism, at least for me anyway. So, cough and congestion, mostly congestion in the head and sinuses. Yeah, that was where the majority of the people who were here at Christmas time had that all in their head. Good thing we had like a case of Kleenex. All right, so again, I'm still looking for this to hold price now. And I want to see it start moving back up. We're getting into the next 1 minute or 2 minutes. I want to see a big bold candle start moving up. And if not, we can see the consolidation starting to form. So when you start to see this consolidation forming, what is your mind thinking in terms of, do you have an objective for the hour? Do you have an objective for 15 minutes, daily, weekly, whatever? What supports your narrative for long, medium, short term? Build your narrative, write it down if you need to, and find ways to support that narrative for your trade. And the moment it violates one of your rules, get out. And if it turns on you, make a note. Do you need to make a small revision to your rules? It's just feedback, folks. Just feedback. No failure. Can your mind make NQ price go down, please? The will of the gods. It will go down. Yeah, we're through the mean threshold there now. Or is that the mean threshold? Stand by. Yeah, we're pretty much through it. We've eaten down into it. So yeah, I'd see that still coming down. Now we're waiting for the 17 candle. Oh, I'm waiting for 17. I knew Derek has to learn the new thing we've invented since he's been away. Where is it? We have to put the carrot down here so Derek's he gets what he's looking for trade. We have drawn. We've realized, Derek, that the algo is a vegan, so we have a carrot. Apparently, the algo likes carrots. So there we are, bouncing off that 50% line and also the 4-hour fair value gap. So I'm good with that. So far, the bodies are still respecting that 50%. See how we're still, order blocks are still being supported. That was silver bullet, run down, come back up into mitigation, order block, come back into mean threshold, order block, come back into the open, order block. As soon as we get below it, push back up, come in, find support in here for further downside. I'm bearing down, Derek. I'm trying to use the power of the mind to squeeze that down for you. There you go. You're coming up for 60 handles here from that silver bullet entry. There's 60. Well, if it's going to go back up, it's going to do it in the next 2 minutes or 3 minutes. $60 handles. It's a nice little start to your week if you're catching that silver bullet right off the bat this morning. There's a nice $500 day for you. Good for you, buddy. It's like Lauriston. Just get a bit of a fever, burn off some of that old thinking, get your head clear again. Even 75%. He comes back and he's made some bank for the day. Good for you. So we're hitting right off that hourly breaker we talked about. Right back into the hourly consolidation and the 4-hour inversion. Wow, you guys can do really good today off that. That's 90, and we're down to almost 80 handles for you guys who are short on that. All right, so here's the, I'm just looking at this here. Right there. Okay, so it is right there. So right now we are sitting right on the 50% line of the consolidation on the hourly. You pull your fib tool on that consolidation, draw it straight out, and that's 50% right there, which is also confluence with the night, with a 4-hour. So we'll see how this point holds price here. I'm going to go along there, like that 50% of that consolidation. Oops. If that drops below my the opening of that candle, I'm out. Scrambled eggs. I want to see this become an inversion. I want to see this get on top of this, find some support at it, start getting up higher. So we have nothing up here except this order block here, which is on top of the 4 hour. So just because it's early, I'll take a portion out here, which is the 1. So we'll see how it reacts off that. If it blows right through it, comes back, finds support at the 4 hour, then I might hold on to it a little longer. I want to see it start getting a body through here, though. Like that. So we could quite easily get a I don't want to see that get lost now, just because it's I'm looking at the time here. We could be expecting a turn. So if we just get up into here, I'm looking at time and price here. This could be a nice opportunity for this to turn around. If I just manage that like this, I'll take the stress out of it. Come back to the order block and take me out. I want to see it stay inside here, though. Or come back and take me out. Ooh, the body of the candle. Yeah, it's coming in. That's the swing I was just mentioning. So that stop loss you saw me pull up there was just because of time. And this is a candle that creates a swing, so this could be another swing below as well and start running back up right off this mean threshold here. Order block. Open a high of the candle. We're between these two right now. I'll wait for something else to kind of get us out of here. We're at the bottom of the hour now, so you got the old crazy Ivan stuff going on. There's the 2-7 candle, 2-8. So this is a potential turn. This could just start marching straight up now. If it doesn't, then we could see a continuation on the downside. So if I can argue both directions, and we still notice it still have not had a body get above our fair value gap here, your SIBI. It's right on it. 29. I'm gonna sit on the sides and watch. No rush. I think I'm still liking up here. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I think that's a pretty skookum breaker right there on the 1 hour. We're building a narrative off these now. Building a small story. Let's see what happens. That mean threshold of that candle. I want to see it break out of this 4 hour here. Either to the downside continuation or upside. You want to get through here though, because see how we've built these supports off these levels. Off that one, back up to it. Off this one, back up to it. We haven't had something return to here yet in this little discount premium. Like if you look at that small range right there, from there to there, there's 50%. There's your discount array, premium array, along with order blocks and that, obviously. So we'll see where that's sitting here marking time. We'll see how this mean threshold holds this price. Mean threshold, holding price. Oh, you want to see it get above here now. You see where we're between mean threshold of this candle, mean threshold of this candle, within 2 candles. So it's tight. Which way is it going to go? Who knows? Feels down. That 50%, I like the 50% just to get a reaction off of it, see if we can get anywhere with it. And then you start to see it going, well, time, you're expecting a turn on a specific time, and I wasn't getting the body above here, so pull the stop loss up tight, pay for your trade, and wait. So now we've hit the bottom of the 4-hour inversion again. The bodies are still respecting the mean threshold of that candle. So again, we're back into wick body. Pushing up to go higher, pushing down to take that low and push down even further into that 4-hour order block. And what you have left after that is mean threshold, which would be back into this daily inversion again. Sorry, daily price imbalance again. If that rolls over and continues down. So 2 narratives, find the one that supports it. Support on the downside means we need to break this order block mean threshold. Supporting upside. You want to see that mean threshold hold. You want to see this get broken, and we want to start trading some bodies above these 2 inversions here. Ideally, I'd like to see a body trade above here to start thinking bullishly. But right now we're still on the idea of that 50% of the consolidation that occurred on the hourly. It's still supporting that idea. So what the original idea was starting to try and go with, but not giving as much joy right now. Michael's having some back spasms this morning. Going on the old inversion table. I got one of those. They're really good. They're really, really good. I find that when you're on it, if you ever have an inversion table, or if you're on it, you're hanging upside down. You don't have to even go completely upside down. Just go on like a 45-degree angle. And if your back's really sore, start off on a higher angle, not a lower angle. And then just kind of relax your body, kind of squeeze your body nice and tight on all your muscles, and then breathe out. Just kind of let it all kind of go. Then over time, slowly start increasing the more verticalness of your inversion. And man, it feels good. I haven't been back on it since my fusion surgery, so something about having a fusion on your bones and then hanging upside down and pulling on them apart. That just doesn't seem to gel with my thought process. So my inversion table's been sitting there quietly in the corner. Well, we're going to get something out of here. I can see this happening in the next hour or so, 2 hours, before lunchtime maybe. Waffling around in the air, lunch takes us low, moves back up to the upside, creates 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock low. We could just be going sideways, banging around in here for a while. Just one of those days. Vampire tendencies. At least the coffin's warmer. It's got some silk sheets in there. Not that I have a coffin, of course. Alrighty. That order, that mean threshold's getting eaten up good. So we have a continuation. So no higher yet. Delete the narrative for higher. Continue with the downside objective. So now I'm looking at that. I'm looking down here. The mean threshold of that order block on the hourly. And what is that? $17,560. Right here. That's the mean threshold of that downside order block. 560. We also have this daily fair value gap. We're into that imbalance again. Well, you think about all you people who are still in that silver bullet run this morning. You are officially at 100 handles right now. 110, 115, 120. It's 120 handles from that this morning. That's one of those ones you just park your butt on the sidelines now and just sit there and peacock it all around your living room. This is one of those days you get to stay in your pajamas if you were to caught that silver bullet. There's 60. Are we just going to blow right through that? Ooh. Okay. So, definite downside now. So unless that starts to really pull up here now. That's the 60. Those will get a body close. If the 1 hour candle closes below here. Got 15 more minutes for that one. Do you remember Barnabas Collins in Dark Shadows? Yes, I do. One of my favorite shows when I was a kid. That guy definitely had the look for it, hey? Funny how it happened on the second week of February, as the mentor suggests. So this seems to be a little pivotal point right here. If we drive through this, then I'm looking for like 17,495. And then 17,484. We'll see how it reacts off this area here. No, I'm not going to marry the idea of going up higher until we start breaking some significant inversions here. Otherwise, still lower. This is the mean threshold of that 1 hour order block. Breaker, as it were. Does it, the fact that we've gone through 1, 2, and we're into the third PD array inside a breaker does not give me much hope that this is going to turn around and go back up. So I get a feeling we're going to continue down, start heading back down to that 17,495 I'd mentioned. I'd be surprised if it just suddenly turned around here after hitting 3 arrays in a row inside a breaker yet. almost 140 handles. It's not done yet. I'll be right back. No marriages this week. Not so far. I'm not even dating anyone this week. Just popped into that fair value gap there. were right. I need to all right, Lauriston, yes! Lauriston passed his funded challenge. Good for you, buddy. He's probably saying, do not air this. Lauriston. Yay! Congratulations, bro. Good for you. Really good traders in here. I'm proud of you, Lori, man. Good for you. It just warms my heart. I love hearing about you guys making your challenges, passing, moving forward. No, really. All right, so what we're seeing here is we are seeing this holding price so far. So you see this inversion here. We have a body break above it. We traded back into it. Bodies respect that. And we're moving out. Come back, find some support at it. Also inside that daily imbalance. Pushing through. Now I want to see this clear out this whole side and doesn't just roll over and start coming back down again. So I want to see it really break to the upside here with some impulse leg for me to start getting into the idea that we may be going long again. But for now, still look for these old lows here and this fair value gap and this one here. Key off of that 4 hour and again reversal back down. So it is a key level on the 1 hour breaker, the mean threshold. And we'll see if that continues to hold price in the next couple of minutes. Obviously, we're trading. The body's going to close now above that 4 hour or 1 hour midpoint. So this could be a time for a reversal. And then we'll wait for another silver bullet on the other side, and if it is. Derek says 5-minute inversion. Yes, well, 5-minute fair value gap. If that becomes inversion, and we get some support off the 4-hour, get through these order blocks, break that high, then I'd say we might be into some change of direction here. Right now we're seeing support, these order blocks building, finding support at them, and then continue on to the upside. Then we look for the inversions with the support here, and then the higher time frame supports, and then we might be getting ourselves some momentum off of a key level. Oh, he says from the left, from the left. From the left, from the left. Ah, yes. We have a 5-minute one right here. We have a 5-minute one right here. We have a 5-minute one right here. You're a steely-eyed missile man, Derek. Yes, indeed. Friday's 10:35 a.m. candle. Friday's 10:35 a.m. candle, he says. 10:35. Yes, this one right here. This is where he's looking, right here. And we've dug down below it. We're coming back into it. It's inversion. Indeed we are. So, Derek, you're looking for it to get above here. Get above that inversion there. Get on top of that and start marching up. Excelente. CFTS. One way or the other to suggest to me what it wants to do. There's still a low in fair value at 5-minute price. Yeah, 9:35 Friday. Yeah, I'll tell you, if we continue to, now we've closed above. You don't want to see this stay above that mean threshold now. I want to see this continuously lifting off of here now. That this low does not hold price. I want to see this build on it, blow through here, and then get through that right away. We need to get on top of that for me to start thinking more bullish right now. Otherwise, this could just be rolling over here and heading back down again. Oops. I'm going to put these little boxes in here now because these are the ones that I'm looking for. Time on them. I like the fact that we hit this and we're still coming back to it again. I like that. We're just watching candles paint here. It's really not getting much momentum. There's nothing really to analyze here right now other than this little range we're in. We're starting to move into the premium array, discount premium. So you want to see this start to climb above here. Now we finally have a little tiny body above it. So I'd like to see a big body get up there. So that's good. Still looking for this high to get taken. Looking for support on top of these inversions. Trying to get on short, trying to go long on this now. To me, it would still be a gamble because you're looking for a, you're still in the premium. So we're coming back to that level here. 4 hour. Fill. Done. Now, it would be a nice time to roll over and go back down. That looks awesome. Blue Knox, hey? Certificate of Achievement. Good for you, buddy. Those are all, you know, you put those little certificates up on your wall as a constant reminder of a skill set that you have. It's like a fishing trophy. It's like putting your fishing trophy up on the wall. I love that. I have 2 certificates to watch. Just watch. That's great, man. You keep racking them up, my friend. You keep racking them up. I love it. So this is good now. Now we've closed above here. I like that. Come back, find support. We're looking for continuation here on the upside now. That's holding price. Order blocks are being built off of. This is good. We're getting above here. These inversions are starting to hold now. I want to see that continue to push through here now into that 4 hour. And we're at 9:08. This would be a great place to go long right off this one here. if it just pips in there, I'm going to take it. What the hell? We'll go along right there. That's a silver bullet for me at this time. Just because we've got above these, we got a body above here. I like that. Now I'm aiming for like short-term highs. Kind of get some. I want to see it can come all the way back into here. I'll load one more on, put my stop loss down here. I like the fact that we're reacting off of, we're pushing through these bodies, that when we hit here, we didn't just roll over and go back down again off that order block, and we didn't hit here and just roll over and take off back down again, that we're finding some support at that level. So stop loss is here. Silver bullet entry for 11 o'clock. Look for the range created between 9:30 and 10. Right here. This is going to be my objective, just so you know. Just for shits and giggles, this is going to be my objective right there. 62% of the range that's created. If it does dip down into here again, I'll take another one, and I'll take a load off at 50. I was looking at the same, one more push down, might not get it though. Oh yeah, I think we might. Throw another one in there. We'll put one more down here if it gets here. Oh, we'll just put it in there, what the hell. Yeah, I'm not crazy about MT5, but yeah, my Fivers account, I have to trade that on MT5 as well, so I'm not, there's a lot more manipulation when you play brokers on those MT5, MT4 is even worse. I like this trading view idea, but yeah, but you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I'll have to do some work on that 5-minute version before I take an interest, either go below and retouch or go beyond to retouch. Yeah. Yeah, you got to trade the time frame you're watching, right? If you're looking at the 5, stick with the 5. Don't let the 1 influence you too much. I could still get bitten pretty good if if this high doesn't get taken out. But I tend to look for the range created between 9:30 and 11 o'clock. And then there tends to be a retracement back into 50 to 62% of that range. And that little piece right there at 50%. Might be worth some ducats. That was a nice good 130 handle run this morning though. Those of you who got into that silver bullet entry right here at 10:02, bing, right into it, right on it. That's 130 handles, 135. Now, if we break this high, I will move to break even. Mean threshold, order block body, or wick. We're just tagging that. I want to see one of these order blocks in here hold price, or we're just going to dip back into here one more time. I like to see that kind of build on it now and find some support on these little order blocks, like little tiny steps. This is the old people shuffle. This is for all of us who are over 55, are looking for a little shuffle up so we can kind of lean forward and run into it. I'll have to do some work on the 5-minute. Derek, you haven't heard from Kevin by any chance, have you? Is he still work? They still working him like a dog down there? He might actually be on. I thought I saw Kevin. I just couldn't remember what his call sign was. He might be on Tanya Trades. I went in and watched some of her stuff on Friday. She was interesting. She had a little vote on her saying, did anybody think it was going to break the high? And I kept bending, not wanting to bend the knee on Friday. Didn't want it to take the high out, so I slinked off to the corner and said, all right, I'll bend the knee. I still want it to be, I still don't want the highs to get taken out. And then when I saw it close below, I was like, yes! I come out of the corner now going, ha, I knew it. It's too late. It was too late. I already bent the knee for the high side. But I'm glad I didn't take out those highs. And unlike those 1 minute, those 1 minute highs are being maintained there. Look at all that mess up there. Just candy land up there. All right. I can join Derek on the golf course now with my $500. You've not heard from Kevin at all. That's too bad. I really hope he's doing well. If he's off with somebody else and he's learning from somebody else and getting some great trades in there, I'm happy for him. I understand people are going to come and go. As long as you're moving ahead in life, I'm happy for you. I am super happy. All right. Well, abs, we're doing all right on this one if you're in. We're doing all right. These little order blocks, the little shuffles we were talking about, shuffling off of it, pop above it, come back, tag it. That's the kind of things you're looking for. Even though they're small, here, I'll make them bigger and sexier for you so they look better. We're finding support on them, finding support on them. That's what you want to see, is that just continuous little tiny candle climb. So when you're watching it minute by minute and you're watching each candle, that's the validity you want to see maintain it. Now you've just taken these highs out, so if we rip all the way back into here and you burn up all your profit, that's why when you've got, oh, I did have two on there, crap. I was going to say, you could take one piece off there. I didn't. So we're looking for this guy to hold support. If it doesn't, it comes back in here and gets me one more order. That's fine. I'm still down here. I want to see this hold now. I don't want to see it blow through all these order blocks just to come back into here. There's an inversion here again. We got a body above it. I like that for some support. I don't want to see that give away now. So ideally, I don't even want to see this order get taken. See, we're back into that order block here. Now just start driving it right back up into here. And now that we found that, see, I'm looking at between these two. I don't want to see it come back through here. If it does, I'll close out one position or partial by one. Partial. Pay the tallyman some money here. And move my stop loss into a pay for the trade. So if it comes all the way back through here, we'll see if we can get back in over here. Just below the mean threshold of that candle. Ideally, you don't want to see that get taken because we're back into that consolidation now. So you want to see like half of that at most, which is probably around here somewhere, and then continue back to the upside. And if it doesn't, then that's fine. It's probably going to come back into here one more time, and I'm out. I'll wait for something else back here. And you pay yourself $100, $200. That's all right. Better $100 in your pocket than something else, right? I know it's demo money. We're just trading. We're just playing the demo game. So now we've got this fair value gap here. It's now been traded right through, and now we're becoming an inversion. So you want to see this now get back on top of this guy here. This just came back into the consolidation. The bodies of the candles, see how the bodies of the candles are respecting the highs. Yeah, nothing really. I think if I pull that candle there, that candle is the that candle is pretty much the whole, the whole thing. What's 50% of that? %'s here. See how we're below this one already? There's a body below there, so I'm going to close that out. We've got a body below that. That's an inversion now. So I'm going to close that out and just sit on the sidelines and wait for another entry now. Take $200 or $300 out of that. Just because that broke the rule, right? We have a body close below it. You trade back up into it. Get out there. Because now we have a body below it. So to me, it's telling me it's coming back down a little bit. So I'm out. We'll wait for another setup in here. I've got relative equal highs here, so that's the upside objective. If I start getting back down into here, this inversion here also. So you got one here, one here. So again, layer 1, 2, 3. Stop loss goes below here. Small little range from here to here. What lines up? 62%, 70%. 50% puts us inside this guy here. So you look at that and you go, okay, that's a good discount range in here, and that's a fill. So that's a good place for me to stick a nice little buy. So I'll leave that there and see what happens. And I've been drinking lots of coffee, so I have to nip off to the loo for a quick pee. I'll be right back. got here? We're the same one. Let's see. I've not heard from Kevin. Myrtle Beach in 2 weeks. Took the buy after it came back to the 5-minute fair value gap. Out at the first high. I'm not going anywhere unless I'm banned. I love this stream. Kirk. Gotta love someone's support like that. Thank you, Kirk. It's people like you that motivate me to continue to do this for sure. Appreciate that. So good call, Derek. Right off that 1 minute one right there. Find some support there. There you go. Nice. Getting above here now. Did that come back to 50%? Right to the order block. Get a body above here now. Give Derek his exit right there. Give him his exit. You hear the crowd. And there's the rejection block. Do you take some off of the rejection block or you power through for the highs? Thanks, Abs. Thanks, Abs. I appreciate it. Do not turn around and come back. Give Derek his highs. Come on. That elusive rejection block yet again. Come on. You want to get a body above here. Push through. Come on. So you notice how I kind of I bailed out in here. So I'm going to try and either adjust my rule or say allow yourself to come all the way back into 50% of the range that's created there and let your trade hold on, because I was trading. No, that's my rule. I'm going to stick with that rule. I could have entered in back again in here. That's fine. Come on, Derek. One second. There you go. We got a candle above. For those of us who want to get in on a little short haul, I like a nice discount in here now. If we don't take that high right away, come back into here. Give us slackers a chance to get on, ride that through the victory with Derek. Let him pull us through on his sleigh. He's the workhorse. Hey, there you go. 11:20. I was out for a couple of hundred. For you, man. That's still a $700 day for you now. I like it. I like it. Good work, buddy. See, there's the potential. That was like $2,000 or something like that. That was for the upside run I had there. Yeah, I can't beat myself up on that. That's gotta stick with the rules. Don't beat yourself up. It's okay. You got some money out of it. That's okay. I'm going to close that guy out now because that's not even where I want to enter now. Ho, ho, ho. Good man, Derek. Good man, buddy. See your trade on that 5 minute? You found your entrance? Perfect. And a nice little dandy entrance it was. Here's a nice little discount array. Here's a premium array. If we come back up to here, pop up in there. So there's premium and discount. So you can see, I can almost see it starting to form already. So if we get this close of this fair value gap here, the top of the 4 hour, run all the way back in from a premium discount inside of 4 hour, your mean threshold is right here. So I don't even have to add that in there. I can see that that's a discount array, and hopefully if this one kind of holds, I guess not. Back to order blocks, back to old highs, support, body. This might be a long right here. There's the array. I was kind of hoping that would stay in there. All right, so now we're going to drop below it. Look at these old equal highs here now that we've run a body above it. Come back, find some support at this. You have a little tiny imbalances in here. You could find some support off of this and start heading higher. I want to discount inside this little range here first though. And I'm okay to stubbornly wait for it. Otherwise I'm just, yeah, I can see it continuing up from here. But don't chase price. Expect it to come to you. It's a Monday. We got plenty of time. Derek and Lori are coming back in guns blazing here on a Monday. Derek already got out. The high, yeah, those NQ retracements are expensive. I'm trying not to see minus $1,000 retracement. No, you don't want to do that. So we saw this starting to happen right as it was forming there. We're looking at, we wanted this thing to happen. I got that. We want to trade below it. Got that. Premium discount is kind of like what I'm looking for here. So now I'm looking for to get down into here. I don't want to see it take out that high right now, but again, it could, because we talked about these highs as potentially just a retracement back to an old highs and then pushed. Start motoring through because support area. But I just wanted to see more of a discount range. I dig down into the discount one more time to run back up, which would put me at, what is this doing right here, Darren? What is this, young feller? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeedy do. Okay, let's go to here. See what kind of reaction we get out of here. So that's the high we mentioned, and yeah, I don't want it. I want this down here, but we just said it was a totally doable scenario. And it's okay to be right and not be in it. You know, take what you want, settle for nothing less. because I'm thinking if I did go here, I'd have to have my stop loss sitting way down in here and keep this breakaway gap, hopefully keeping the breakaway gap open and below 50% of the consolidation here, right? So, and you're in a premium, you're paying a premium price to go higher. So now if you got in here, just from there to there is how many handles? 32 to 42. There's 10 handles just in 2 minutes. So that's good. That's what we're looking for. 50% here, 62% here, 70% optimum trade entry brings us back into here. So we'll look at what 50% brings us here. There's a swing point here. That would be a breaker there below that point there. 50% brings us into here, right at the base, right inside that inversion. There's a tiny inversion right there, right below. But this is a nice discount range of that whole range there, so that's kind of what we're looking for. So far it's working the way we wanted it to. I'm with you, D. If it doesn't come back down to a discount, I'm not interested. 5-minute order block and fair value around the equilibrium. This consequent goes in the current 5-minute range. I think the midnight open is always a draw, in my opinion. I agree. I agree. All right, we're in that one. We'll put one more in here. I'm going to move this just below that low. I don't want to see the mean threshold get taken here. That would be nice just to leave that little tiny piece open now. So this one here, I want to see that body stay above that, find some support at it. Then that inversion, that order block there. Think about your ranges now. Think about your discount, your premium. We could just roll over, come back down here. This could be smart money reversal, start to. So think about those as well. Now I don't want to see this low. I'm going to manage this from the back end. Some of you might want to manage it from the front. In terms of, hey, if it hits this, I'm out. I'll take a piece out. So we're getting up into the premium range now. I don't want my stop loss to go below here. I want to see this provide support now. So I'm just going to move this to $55 in the black. And yeah, so right there, mean threshold, could take a piece off right there. I'm going to do a derrick here and hope for the high. I want to see these provide levels of support now. See these inversions? I want to see them provide support. Imbalances, support. That mean threshold bothers me, that we're just bouncing off of it. It's an array. Pay the trader. You can't feel bad if you pay yourself a couple $100 here and there. And it's a premium. We're going to try and trade. I'm going to try and start to do a few more trades for you guys in terms of premium and discount arrays. You know, I'm talking about them, and there's a lot of them I see. You know, you could haul 10 handles out of that. I want to start increasing the frequency of the trades. Not that I encourage anybody to do that, but I want to kind of show you with each one of them, premium and discount. If we can't just keep, see how far we can go just doing premium discount trading. So we're looking for this guy here now. To provide some support. Now, in terms of premium and discount, this order block here is a see how the support literally came off of that right there, tagged it nicely, and that's what we want to see now. Drive right through the mean threshold of that candle, and you should take a piece off there. We've only got one left, so we're going to let her buck, and I'm going to move my stop loss as soon as we break that high. Oh man, my back is sore today. I'm using macros, so I might drop one at the highs and take the rest to 17,682 high by midnight open. That's a fair value gap there on the order block above on the 5-minute. Oh, there we go. Alright, now I'm going to move my stop loss into some profits. That order block there is going to hold price. I expect this breaker, or this, not, yeah, it is a breaker right there. It ran below these lows, so I like that order block there now to provide a level of support, and not, we don't want this to be just a stop run. We've already hit this high, so and we've done a nice little retracement back into an area of discount, which is what we're looking to get in on. And now we're looking for this high to continue to push through this, because we've already run that high out. Does that make sense to you guys? We kind of ran that fair value gap out already, and that 4-hour inversion, that fair value gap is a fill right there. Now I want to see this candle start getting a body attached to it now, so then it tells me we're starting to really blow through these nice little support legs. And that one there, you want that to start becoming support as well. Mean threshold. So that's the guy I want to see holding price. Does that make sense to you guys? If my narratives don't make sense, or they're out to left field, I'll try to explain them more. If not, then just and you come up with a better idea, by all means let me know. Like this could be just a stop run right now, right? That's why you take a piece off there, and I only got one left, so that's $200 for a run down into here. I should not see that inversion. Just below that inversion there, that order block. Mean threshold. It's right here. Right there. Let's see what that does. See, so far we do not have a body above there. We just have some mohawks forming. I want to see a body up there. Otherwise, we could just roll right over here and come all the way back down into this stuff here. So you got to have something that holds your narrative for continued upside, and if it breaks it, get out. And that's my rule. If the rule's broken and it goes against you, tweak your rule, or be happy. Okay, be okay with that. See, now we got a body above. I like that. That's good. Come back, find some support here. Leave town. We've already filled this fair value gap here. You come back to this breaker body here. Tappy tap there. Now go back up. Sorry, right here. Okay. Back to this again. Inversion here. Or just a fair value gap. It will become an inversion. We don't want this to be an inversion if it comes back below it. If it does, then that's when I have to review my rules, right? Because right now, if we're sitting in here, 50% retracement. No, I will close that out. I don't want to see this give way now. I want to see that whole price, that order block is the candle. I want to see a whole price. That fair value gap that occurs with a body above. Ideally, I like to see this fair value gap occur above here, and then I'm more confident that it's probably going to go higher. These ones you can get a deeper retracement back into this small little range we've just created here. From here to here, 50%. Puts me right there, back into that order block. My stop loss is just below that in this inversion here. So anyway, those are all the reasons why I'm kind of holding on right now. This is good. We got a wick is now finally gone above this guy, so we have validate this as an order block. I like that. Right back to the body right there. Nice. Start pushing through higher. No, I don't want to see this get broken again. I've had a couple of 3 wicks down there. I don't want to see any more down there, and I'm okay if it comes back and takes me out. See, I'm just managing the backside here, just because there's so much potential for, you know, like what Derek was mentioning about the midnight candle open. Is this the midnight candle open here? Yeah, right there. So 17,684. We caught a really nice, see, that's that I was telling you about, waiting for your discount, waiting for price to come back to you. Don't settle for anything less. You want your discount array, and beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. We got in on that. Running for highs, take your profit. I took a little bit of profit right here because you didn't know if that order block was going to hold top of the 4 hour. So oh no, I think I got out in here somewhere, right? We continue to move through, finding support here, manage it from the back end. Okay, now push through here. We got to get through here now. Because don't forget, remember we were talking about these order blocks? You know, we got to watch these things now. So see how these were all order blocks, finding support. Lows, find support, right? Order block, find support, order block, find support, order block. Ah, we haven't hit it again. There's a fair value gap. So we're now hitting it here. And look at the range you're in here now. Are we back near a premium to roll over and go all the way back down and carry all these guys that just run back and clean out a few people along the way? Our carrot, it smells carrot for sure. Run, rabbit. This little inversion or a little fair value gap up here looks good. I'm going to get rid of this guy here. There's a little fair value gap there on the 1 minute. Now you see how these are now starting to find some support at these order blocks. This 2 minute fair value gap here. Order block, order block, order block, order block. Breaker below that low. Order block, find support, order block. Now find support in here and just continue to start looking for these are the steps, these are the whole footholds we want to see holding now. I guess it could come all the way back down there and clean that out. I want to see it get above here and use that little fella as some support. So I almost have to look at this as it's drilling holes in the mountain. Hang on a second, I'm going to have a little cough and go quiet here for a second. Okay, I'm back. It's kind of drilling holes in the mountain here, or putting in your pitons. If you're a mountain climber, you know what I mean by pitons. Putting in your pitons, find some support at it, climb up, keep digging in, finding a foothold there. And we want to see these order blocks provide footholds for the next carrot entry. I'll bring it a little closer so I can smell it. There's a fair value gap with an order block above on the 5 minute. I set another exit at the 5 minute order block low. Last one is midnight open. Yep. 5 minute order block low. Right here. Oh, you set it off there? So you're out already? So mean threshold of that order block. You got to get above that mean threshold, close above it, and then start looking for this guy here, old low, revisit the old low. Then that's your eye. My eye goes right here for that open, as well as that fair value gap sitting right there on the 5 minute. Now that we're pushing through this, that's the good upside that you're looking for right there. And then eventually look up here. I remember me mentioning the high to the low in here. This is what the original trade was. That had I left it on, I'd be peacocking around my office right now. Remember, the 62% was my original objective. That was like $2,500 or $2,200 trade right there, just on 2 handles. And we had our way down here, but anyway, stop beating yourself up there. The range that creates from the high to the low in that 9 o'clock till 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock, there's usually a retracement that occurs in here on this candle. It's the 17, what I call a 17 candle reversal. If you're an MT5 person, you'll know what I mean. This is the reversal that occurs. So now if this does take out these old highs here now at 17, 18 will be a reversal. So that'll be like the 12. We're into the 12 o'clock. So this 62% retracement could be the high and all we have here, and then another big leg down. So don't be gunning for highs just yet. Think about premium and discount. Well, there's a premium array up here that we could be reaching for to turn around and come back down into a deeper range, because there's not much else above that other than obviously the breaker and this kind of stuff. But be careful. I think I'm gonna take a chunk of mine. I can't. There's only got one more left, so maybe I'll just go that. That'll be my original trade. Just do your original trade there. I'm bashing around in my own head here. Just say, no, that was the original trade I had. I'm going to stick with that. But look up here. Look for that guy up there. If we lose my 62%, look for that one up there. But I'm just going to go back in here. I'll take 1,000. That'll put me back into this order block, and that's a nice little premium array. See how see the little tiny order blocks? Let me make it sexy. Sorry. Here. Got above, come back into the mean threshold, order block, come back in, mean threshold, above, come back in. I'll be okay for that. Continuing up. That's a little drilling the hole in the rocks. Get your foothold. You want to see these little footholds hold. And if you lose them, start looking and saying, ooh, what's going to change my objective? What over here is my line in the sand that I want to support if I lose my foothold? If I slip a bit, is that an acceptable slip that I can afford? Because a slip now would be a discount. What kind of discount am I looking for inside this range? Well, we got a little array right there that we could come back into. If we slip, now your piton let go and you're doing a free fall and you're hoping something up here can catch you. I know they're climbing analogies, but I want to move my stop loss in here now. I don't want to lose this guy here. This is the inversion. I don't want to see it come all the way back into that. So I want to see these little tiny order blocks still hold price as a climb up for an objective. Because if it just kind of goes sideways here and just kind of rolls over, don't forget we're in a premium of the larger range. We may not get the 62%. That is 62% there. And if we don't get it, okay, it's going to take me. I'm happy with that. I do not want to lose this part. I'll stick with the 62. See, now these, I'm saying I do not want to lose any footing here. So I'm managing it really tight from the back end. And a lot of you may disagree with this kind of, you may say, well, you're just afraid. Absolutely. I'm playing with the psychology of my own head. I just want to reinforce what's my reason for not, I'm not just chasing this up for any old reason here. I'm chasing it up saying, I want this to support. I've seen these little order blocks supporting price now. I want to see that continue until it takes me out. Oh, it should have taken me out right there. It touched me. Go on, give me my trade. Yay! I'm happy. I'm happy that it worked. So now there's a 62% right on the money. If that rolled over now, went all the way back down, I'd strut around my office, pecking at the ground like a bird. If not, we're looking for up here now. Those of you, if anybody who's still in that or took the similar kind of trade, we got a beautiful entry. We waited for a nice discount, and the 62% was my original call on that range, and it's hit it. Move to the sidelines, wait for my next setup. Okay, I'm with you, bro. I get the last one out at 17,682. Yeah. Take it right to the New York Open. And you see, I'm just playing off of I'm still working on something you guys probably aren't working on right now, or maybe some of you are, is my psychology. I've tried to I get the power of your mind. And if my mind said, go with your original thought, you're 62, to start second guessing that, I have to try and start supporting my instinct, which was my first one. And if I start to second guess myself or stay in the psychology of second guessing myself, even in front of you guys, I'm not doing myself any favors. So I'm trying to work on the psychology that has scrambled me for years now. So that's why I got the 62, even though I think this could still go higher. I'm trying to support a psychology that I beat up really badly over the years. I said terrible things to my brain. I etched in some negative thoughts about myself and all the things that you do when you beat yourself up. And this is me trying to repair that. I'm trying to be kind to myself, kind to my thoughts, and allow that part of my theta wave. That's the whole purpose of my channel, ThetaWaveTrader. Getting into the right mindset, getting into the theta wave state. That is a super high level of brainwave activity that supports genius ideas, incredible growth, good neurological connections in the brain. ThetaWaveTrader. It's not just a word I pulled out. I got some deeper meaning behind the name there. Getting into the right mindset. Getting into the theta wave. I agree. I'm on the 5-second chart. Derek, I got a text from Market Maker that it's going higher. Just because I sold out. That's why I got out. So it's time for Derek to catch the glass off. He's catching the glass off right now. Good for you, buddy. Hey, D. We are all continually working on our trading psychology. Good. That's what I like to hear, man. Whatever your positiveness is in your thinking, roll with it. Reinforce it. If you have negative thinking, you say negative things to yourself, you really have to trust me on this. Trust me. If there's anything you ever trust me on here, trust me on this. To unpackage that later on, after you've beat yourself up, you literally have to break all those neural pathways that you've reinforced with negative thinking. So I'm happy that it's moving right now. I'm happy with that. And I'm happy that I took my 62%. It's my original thought. My brain's going, yes, I'm happy, I'm good. Feed yourself some positive energy, and we're aiming for the carrot now. So those of you who are still in your trade, I'm happy for you. Good for you guys. Way to go, Derek. Abs. Nice work, buddy. And those of you who are new to our channel, welcome, welcome. If you like what we're doing, by all means, hit the like and subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications. Pop in early in the morning. We review the what the heck do we review? We review the Robin's Cup every morning. So we'll see who's out there rooting on like a, what do they call that? That bike race in France, the Peloton. We're rooting Michael on as he goes streaming by, and we quickly sprint up to the next day and watch him sprint by us again. I look at this as he's not just doing this for him, he's doing this for us. All of us who are supporting or buying into his knowledge that he's passed on to us. This is vindication for not only him, but for all those who are trading his concepts, who might be struggling with it, who might be having other people out there calling you down because you're just starting out in this stuff and they call you crazy. They've been doing it for 20 years and that's bullshit. If had I known that, had that been around, then everybody would have been doing it. All those negative things that other people are saying about it. He's doing that for you as well. He's supporting you by proving his theories are bang on solid. All the fundamentalists that I talk to, they say, no, it's all about fundamentals. And say, well, no, what we've just did here was technical. We had no idea what was going on fundamentally in all the 100 companies that support the NASDAQ when we said we wanted a discount array. And we caught a nice little run, and we found a logical levels. None of the fundamentals meant anything to us in here. News, all the chaos and crap that's going on in the world meant nothing to us on a precise entry. And now you guys are just about to collect 682. Booyah! Derek is out. He's got his money. Look at that. And then whack right off that level. And he come back down. Oh, Derek must be sitting there just strutting around. So yeah, Michael's about to show the world. I tell you, it's his whole channel is gonna blow up. You thought 1 million people was a lot. Wait until you see what happens. Mark my words. Mock me here on the 5th of January. When he wins this cup by an insane amount and he starts getting press and everybody starts talking about him on the mainstream media, his channel is gonna explode. And all those people who are trying to sell his crap or all their crap on versions of his stuff, they're just going to be like parasites just pouring out of the woodwork. And he is going to explode. His book, when he starts selling his book after this, which will be a perfect time to do that, he'll become the #1 bestseller in New York, Sweden, Germany, Afghanistan. He'll be all over the place. Suddenly his will be the only way to trade the markets. And people are, I tell you, it's genius. Time for him to go into it right now. He's built this big following. Now he's going to carry that following all the way to the promised land. And people are going to be like, wow. And all those naysayers, I can't wait to hear them idiots start to go, oh, well, he did this, he did that, he probably did this. And anybody who believes that and follows that, There's nothing you can do for those people. You just sit there and shake your head and go, okay, carry on. Carry on. Boom, Derek. Look at you, $1,000 day for you. Love those $1,000 Mondays. Ah, man, remember that. Hold on to that, because you don't want to do those $1,000 Fridays on the opposite end. You want to keep that money, move to the sidelines now, strut around the house in your pajamas, saying to the wife, oh yeah, oh yeah, no fever's going to keep me down. How'd you do on that, Abs? Did you get in there? Price is cheering. I love Midnight Open. Tour de France. That's it. Not the Peloton. Peloton. Peloton is the name of the bike. Ah, kill me. Yes, the Peloton de France. Oh, that's what they should rename it. Ode de Peloton de France. Tour de France. That's it. Thank you very much, Derek. I love Derek. He's got my back. Definitely some streaking tonight. When the hen returns. Oh, yeah. Yes, still in there taking profits along the way. Nice. Okay, well, we're still aiming for here now. The carrot is still up here. The algo loves the carrot. Remember, the algo loves the carrot. Remove. So we're going to shuffle that over there just a little bit further. That's where the... So we're going into lunch hour now. Oh, no, we're not. Yes, we are. We're into lunch hour now. It's 10 o'clock my time. So now's the 17, 16, 17, 18, 18, 7, 21. Okay, so looking for a potential, mind you, this is lunch hour, so we could be going sideways inside here, but looking for some sort of fair value gap entry combination. Not that I'd actually take a trade right now, but if we can squeak that out of there, we've got a nice little steady order block fill all the time. Order block, nice little order block fill, came back to it right there, ding, hit it nicely. Order block, we've got a return up here. Order block comes into the mean threshold, and we still got to run up. So you want to see that open up, come back and tag the old high here and continue on up into our higher time frame objective. Where the carrot is waiting. The carrot is waiting for you, senor. We'll put it right on the opening so we can nibble the carrot when he gets there. Did we gain any new subscribers today? Let me hit my refresh button, see if we gained any new people. Ooh, look at that. We gained 3 more people this morning. Welcome, welcome. All newcomers. The price action today is so smooth, like someone turned on the normal algo this weekend. I think they just went, oh, Michael's coming into town. We best not start any more shenanigans. Let's start doing the algo just the way Michael suddenly predicted it on the 5th of February. Did he pick that reason? Pick that one for a reason? Man, if we just collected $1,000, imagine what he's doing. He's probably going to say, oh, sorry, I meant to come out of the gate slowly. but I was shot out like a cannon. Kirk, buddy, never complain about taking some money. You got 10 handles. Be happy with it. Be content. Move to the sides. Have a little chuckle to yourself. As long as you're trading your plan. Trade your plan. You saw Derek hit right off of his delicious little opening there. There's that New York Open. Look at that. Hit it right on the beezer. Right on the beezer. And we're back into this little order block here again now. So he had a trading plan. Trade your plan. Plan your trade. Trade your plan. Oh yeah, he had 5K before I took a trade. 10 handles, $200 is good job, dude. That's the ICT way. You can never get wrong for paying the trader. And never worry about anybody else who made more money than you. Now, this is not a competition. And we're not here to say who's the best person I can pick to copy their trade. That's not how you're going to learn this. That's not how you're going to get better at this. Fashion your trade, build your narrative, and if your narrative is supported, then great. If it's not, again, that's your plan, right? Trade your plan, and then if it goes awry, write it down. It's okay if it goes awry. Look at this. Look at this. This is a 21 candle. This is a potential swing point. Right off the New York Open. Is there some sensitivity about a New York Open? Says Derek. I don't know. It's a 21 candle. It's a Turner. It's a Ted Turner. Next one's in 5 minutes or so. Come on, let's get up there. Give Abs his. We're gonna high five Abs now. Give Abs a trade. Oh, it just took you out. Oh, you were trailing her tight. That's okay though. If you were saying I wanted that order block to hold me and it didn't, that was just a run down, run back up, clean those guys out, and now it can run all the way back down again. So that's all the only other bit of juice you would have got out of it had you didn't have your stop loss and you went, oh, I'm going to get out there now. That New York Open is beautiful. That's still a good run for you though, Abs. How many handles did you get out of that? I don't know how many. Look after the fact. It doesn't really matter. I want to see what the what am I doing wrong here? This is what I want. I want to see what that 17,622. 9 handles there on that guy. And 40 handles on that one. I'm alright with that. A little whipsaw there. Look at that quick. Clean those guys out that are trailing stop losses. Run them up for guys who are going short. Now you don't know which way to go. So it kind of shakes people off. Whip, whip. Shake them off and then continue up. Where did that come back to? Little order block right there. Right on the open. Yeah, I was in since 571. Oh, 571, he says. 571. Oh, you've been in down here. 57. Holy cow. Absy. Look at you. Right off of there. 571. So you're like 200 pips or 100 pips there. 100 handles. Absy, you're the man of the day. Good for you, buds. Wow. Impressive. Yeah, well done. 100 handles. That's good enough to move to the sidelines for the rest of the week. All on a Monday yet. Look at you go. Oh, I'm getting grumbly tumbly. Let's get some scrambled eggs. Breakfast of champions. That's what Derek was eating this morning. Went right to my stop loss exactly. It's since you were there, Abs. It was saying, you know what? I've given you enough, young man. I've given you enough profits for the day. Out with you. just hitting the edge of that. We just hit the edge of the 1 minute fair value gap. Let me move my little carrot along here a bit further. You may say, didn't want to use the 666, so use the 667. Oh, look at that. Slammed right up in there, right on the mean threshold. Sorry, the consequent encroachment of that 1 minute. Love it. Come on, right to the carrot. I got in at 17,648. Breaker for 10 handles. Good work. Look at you guys all hauling handles, handling it today. We're already on a Monday. We're handling it quite well. Oh, here we go. You can smell the carrot. I swear to God, I can smell the carrot right there. Come get you some carrot. Come get you some. And ladies and gentlemen, the carrot has been nibbled. Right to the tippity toppity. Well, you could all high five yourselves, man. That was work well done. We waited for our discount. Except for our buddy Abs, who said, "Are you kidding me? We broke a body to the upside. I'm all in down here." I mean, as close as you can get to Disneyland, man. It came back in, found some support. He's on Mickey's rocket. We all did really good there. Well done, everybody. Well done. Take your Monopoly money and move to the sidelines. The carrot. Look at that. It just had a little nibble on the carrot. Just exactly what we're looking for. Now you can sit there and chuckle to yourself. Move to the sidelines. Have a good day. And all the new subscribers are looking at this going, what the hell are these guys doing in here? They're killing it. We're just getting started, my friends. All right, where do we move the carrot to next? Candyland, mean threshold. Take Mr. Carrot and move him to here. If that order block holds now, and we get a nice little nifty retracement, this is the 31 candle. It's your high, bottom of the hour. Is this a Crazy Ivan we're going into right here? Crazy Ivan. Now you want to see these, no more than these order blocks here for Crazy Ivan. Look back and then a continuation to the upside. Because don't forget, we still have all that cheddar up here, right? All that cheddar. So this little Crazy Ivan could be just a look back here over his shoulder to make sure nobody's coming, and then he continues forward. Ugh, my tummy is growling like crazy here. I can only get into trouble if I stay a little longer. Yes. So I will go. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, Derek. Lovely run today, sir. Lovely run. Lovely run. You can move to the sidelines with your $1,000. Put it in your G-string. Move to the side. Start dancing when your wife comes through the door tonight. back into here, bottom of that. You want to see a body get through here now? So we're going to see how this holds price. Oh, my back is sore this morning. Review what I was doing here now. Okay, I got it. Right up into the order block. Rejection block. Look at that, hit the rejection. Now you want to see a body close above this. Next 6 seconds. There you go. Nice. Well, my friends, I think that might be it for me today. My back's feeling pretty sore. There's our carrot hit again. Right on the money. I'm going to move the carrot one more time because he keeps loving the carrot. So we're looking at here now. No, there you go. Hit the carrot again. Man, I gotta move the carrot further away so you guys can get these runs. Put the carrot right on that regular trading hours gap there. There's a small little fraction there. So we're looking for those old highs up there. So there's a regular trading hours gap. Look for that upper candle here, that breaker, the open, the mean threshold, and the rejection block for the upside, and then take the highs. And we're continuing up. Basically what I was talking about with this kind of thing here, looking for continuation. We've just come back into fair value gap. Well, this is a daily, isn't it? So we've come back into, let me see this thing, make this a little bit bigger. Order block hit, come back into it here. And now we're climbing up higher. So that's the price leg. These aren't trend lines. They are not trend lines. Just so you understand, they are not trend lines. They are just simply price legs. Price leg predictions. That's all they are. And this is just, nobody knows for sure. You know, I'm not picking a high. I'm just telling you my method for looking for a potential continuation to the upside, how it's supported, and I use this expansion tool as well to predict an upside run. So we're above the four legs of 4 standard deviations for the 1, 2, or 2 there, I guess. Yeah, that's the expansion tool. This other one I have, which is that leg. I took the leg from the base to the height, the high, draw all the way down to the leg extension, and then you look for the fib extension tool to be pulled to the top. I also did the leg that takes out the low, that one that expands up with this retracement back in here. That whole run to the top with a big pullback like this, then I just extended that up for another potential 4 handles there. And this one is actually an extension of a weekly leg up and around this area here. So Nasdaq's upside, we'll see if it continues through here. See if this prediction here is true or not. Again, don't put a lot of weight on it. It's just an idea that I was sharing with you guys. You know, don't take it to the bank and bet your mortgage on it or anything like that, or bet all your play money on it. Just an idea I had, that's all. Anyway, that'll be it for me, because my back's really sore, so I'm going to go lie down for a little bit, do a little bit of stretching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and welcome to our new subscribers. I appreciate every single one of you, and I love you all. Thanks for being in this with us today, and I hope you enjoyed yourselves today. Hope you got to have some fun, and you managed to pick out your trading plan and working your trading plan and how much it works, and building on your psychology of personal development, and that is speak kindly to yourself. What you say to yourself is just as important as what you feed your body. What you feed your mind is crucial. So be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another out there. I love you all, and I will see you again bright and early tomorrow. And thanks again. Much appreciated it. Thank you.